Porters, welcome back to my channel. Angelina from the Jersey Shore is always caught up in some sort of mess. When she's not fighting with her co-star, she's fighting with her men. When she's not fighting with her men, she is fighting with her lawyers, apparently, in the court of law. So, according to the US Sun, Angelina was actually sued by her divorce lawyers for failing to pay them. She made some of their invoices, but not others. And so they ultimately took her to court, and the judge granted them a $4,000 judgment against her that she must finally pay. So, if you recall, Angelina had a very brief marriage to a man. I believe he was her high school sweetheart. Remember, I'm just now getting back into Jersey Shore. I took a break around 2011, 2012, or something like that when they first went off the air. So I'm not too familiar with this guy, but she got married to this guy named Chris, and it didn't last very long. So they got a divorce, and she, of course, retained a law firm to help her handle the divorce. But I guess she thought that the services were going to be free, or maybe she thought that she could promote them somehow on Instagram or something in exchange for their services. And they just were not feeling it. They want their money, right? So her former attorney's name is Albertina Webb, and the law firm she works for is the Hill Wallach LLP. And so she being Albertina, the lawyer, apparently tried to collect her payment from Angelina for 2 years. Guys, do you have any idea how long that is to wait for only $4,000 from a client who's on television flaunting her wealth and all this designer clothes, her huge like mansion or whatever? Look at the car that they had rented for their wedding, right? Like, it's so crazy how these people flaunt, but behind the scenes, they are not paying their bills. Is that not a Rolls Royce? Is that not a tiara? All this stuff to signify wealth. Meanwhile, you cannot pay your lawyer the $4,000 that you owe her. Oh my God, I would be so damn ashamed if I were her. Now, she ultimately wound up filing a complaint in March of this year after attempting to get the $4,000 from Angelina for like the past 2 years. And so in the complaint, Albertina said that she was first contacted by Angelina in December of 2020 to help give her legal services in her divorce from Chris. She obviously worked on the case up until June of 2021. She had a retainer of $7,500 that she was ultimately paid by Angelina. So it's not like Angelina did not pay a single penny. It's just that she didn't pay all the money that she was owed, right? So that's the situation there. So there was a remaining amount of $12,000 in the invoices when you add up the $7,500 plus the $4,000 that she is owed now. Honestly, I don't think that that's too bad for a divorce. It's a lot of money, yeah, but it still doesn't seem like it's too expensive. It seems like a pretty short and sweet, like simple divorce ultimately. But to be honest with you, like, I kind of feel like Angelina and Chris probably could have handled this, like maybe with a paralegal or a mediator or something like that privately, and gotten it like for much cheaper than $12,000 their divorce, right? But I don't know, crazy. So anyway, now that the judgment has been passed down to Angelina, she only has 30 days to pay it before she has certain consequences. What those consequences are, I do not know, but we shall see. Maybe the interest will start accruing. Maybe it's going to be contempt. I'm not sure. So as of right now, according to the US Sun, Angelina still has not paid the full amount. Mind you, it's the full amount. She could have paid a little portion of this 4,000 for now. Maybe, within 3 days, she wants to divide it up, a couple hundred here, there per day, until she ultimately ends up paying off the full $4,000. Ooh, Lord, breaking up is hard to do. Breaking up is expensive to do. It's wild. Isn't it funny? Like, when you're just dating, like, you could just peace out. You're like, I'm not feeling the vibes anymore. I want to go home. Why are you acting weird towards me, in Snooki's voice? And then you just go along your way. But then when you're married to someone, you got to pay tens of thousands of dollars. Sometimes, like, actual big celebrities, they'll even pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to get out of these marriages. It's quite wild how that works. But I digress. Guys, are you surprised to hear Angelina owes her lawyer some money? Is this giving Sheree Whitfield from the Real Housewives of Atlanta vibes? Because anytime I think of a celebrity, not a celebrity, but a reality star who doesn't pay her bills, I think of Sheree. Allegedly, of course. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.